Hello. Today we have a short and sweet plank series for you. This is quite the killer, but if you have extra time and extra energy at the end of it, loop it through again. So you can do 2 or 3 rounds of this, whatever your body feels like, whatever your day feels like. All right, let's get started. So hands and knees. So we're gonna start with our cat-cow. And I want you to draw the shoulder blades down the back and rotate that upper arm so the elbow pits are pointing towards the front V of your mat. Abs pull in and up, shoulder blades are down. Gentle squeeze towards the center line of your mat with those arms and legs, and lengthen that sternum forward, lengthen the sits bones and tailbone up towards the ceiling. And scoop the lower abs, drawing that pubic bone forward and up. Belly button lifts into the spine. You're going to come into a full curl here, reaching up through that spot between the shoulder blades. Get a good stretch on the back ribs. Lengthen out through the sternum, lengthen out through the tailbone. Shoulders are staying down. Don't get them up by the ears. Deepen the abs, draw that pubic bone forward and up. And this is just the warm up. So if you are going through the plank series multiple times, you don't have to come back and do the cat-cows again. You can take this part as a rest if needed. Come into your neutral spine. Shoulder blades are still down. You still have that rotation. All you're doing is moving the lumbar spine. Sits bones and tailbones up, and deepen the abs to scoop and curl. So in this, we're trying to keep the upper spine as stable as possible, and we're just moving the pelvis without the ribs going. And one more here. Keep that scoop. And so you don't want to have the full curl, but you do want to have those abs lifted, the scoop and curl of that pubic bone as we set up for our first plank. So keeping the shoulders down, keeping the elbows rotated, slide one leg back, tuck the toes, and take the other leg back. So we're gonna start with shoulder taps. I want your feet a little bit wide for this and your hands a little bit close. And you're just gonna pick your right hand up to touch the left shoulder and gently return. And switch. So you're gonna hold 2 and return. Hold 2. Switch. Trying to not rock in the pelvis if at all possible. And we have one more set here. And from this tap, you're going to extend the arm overhead and you're going to rotate into your side plank. Keep the ribs, shoulders, and hips all square with one another as you rotate back to center. Place the hand down. Right arm comes up and rotate. And everything tries to rotate together. And again, switch. Some people take the arm up into a T here. I find that that encourages a little bit of cheating. And so I take that arm overhead to try to limit having the ribs move before the rest of the body. One more set. And back to your center plank. And we're gonna do our down ups. So right elbow lowers to the mat, left elbow lowers, right arm presses up, left arm presses up. Left arm lowers, right arm lowers, left arm up, right arm up, right arm, left arm, right arm. And you're trying to not let your hips rock as you do this. Last one. As you get tired, it's more difficult. Now, push back into your downward dog. Take a moment to stretch your shoulders. And we're going to come down onto our elbows. From here, Bring your legs to the center of your mat, touching, and we're gonna do leg taps. Out. One more set. Great. From here, we're gonna rotate into our side plank on our elbow and bring that arm nice and high overhead and lower the hips and lift the hips. And you can do a sweeping arm if you'd like, or you can do hand behind the head if you like. The idea is that your hips are between two panes of glass and you're not rocking back and breaking that glass. You're going straight up and down. One more. Rotate the plank through the center. And other side. Now I have my feet, my top foot in front of my bottom. If you need this a little easier, you can bend your bottom knee. You want your thighs to be in line, and it's a 90-degree angle at the knee. If you need it a little harder, stack the feet. Rotate it back to center. And from here, we're just gonna do some hip rotations. Both elbows stay on the mat as the hips go side to side. If you have any lower spine issues, skip this one. And back to center. And we're just gonna do shifts onto the toes, flex the feet. Two more. Knees come in. Push back into your child's pose. Take a couple breaths here. Try to breathe into the back line of the body. Try to expand the ribs. Really feel the front of the ribs in the thigh bones as a way to maintain that compression in the front line of the body in order to force the expansion to the back and the sides of the ribs. Good. And coming up to sitting. And roll those wrists out for a moment. And that is our quick plank series. So, as I said, if you have time and energy, do that one more round, 2 more rounds, whatever you have the time for. And if you wanted to move on, you can pair that with one of our leg or upper body exercises. I hope you enjoyed that. See you soon.